News Nation Political Minute.
And 2822 News will be right back.
At Edwards Garden Center, we have a program called We Plan, You Plant. We ask the homeowner to bring in measurements of their property and some pictures. We get a feel for what their tastes are, and we put a plan together for them. And then we deliver the plants to their home, set them up exactly where they should be in their landscape. We also deliver mulch or topsoil, and all the homeowner has to do at that point is dig the hole, plant the plant, and keep it watered.
If you've been hurt in a car or truck crash, you'll have questions, you'll have medical bills, and probably lost wages. But you'll also have HHR fighting on your side. Hurt in a car? Call HHR for a free consultation. Just dial 2s.
Lewis and Freeman was established in 1921, and today I'm honored to work side by side with the most talented, knowledgeable professionals in northeastern Pennsylvania. Our realtors are recognized as the top producers in the area. So the difference is simple. We have a national strength, we have better exposure for your properties, and yet we share a commitment to the area, you, your family, and business.
Second opinions are not limited to complicated cases.
We try every day to understand the complexities in people's lives. You're treating more than a disease. You're treating a life and a person, and there's almost always room for hope.
We can put patients at ease knowing that we've done it before and we've done it well. We're committed to providing patients an opportunity to elevate the care that they're getting elsewhere.
Every morning, we choose how to begin.
Will we step through the morning together, or we walk through the rest of our day feeling just a little bit better?
We come here to make the most of today. We are each other's people. We are today.
20 veterans a day take their own lives, but a new healthcare regimen hopes to reverse the pain of PTSD and depression.
It's a pilot program, and it is showing promise, as Dennis Owens explains.
My depression's gone. I'm just motivated again. Like I feel the fog is lifted.
A fog that enveloped Mike O'Keefe 9 years ago after an armed robbery on the turnpike where he was working. He ran for his life from the gunman. The bullets missed, the pain did not.
Shooting my guard.
O'Keefe shared his anguish with us in 2017. PTSD, anxiety, depression, years of doctors, drugs, and therapies didn't help. The Aurelius program did.
I'm back to normal, joking, having a good time, carrying on.
Promising results for the fledgling program that combines exercise, hyperbaric oxygen, and magnetic pulses to the skull, hours a day for several weeks straight.
We had no idea about the damage it was doing to our heads.
This vet drove a Navy speedboat, routinely slamming into waves. For he and his colleagues, the aftermath's becoming routine.
PTSD, anxiety, depression.
Speech problems, dizziness, insomnia, outbursts beyond just anger problems.
Symptoms these Navy vets from across the country hope to ease at Aurelius headquarters at Harrisburg University.
We're seeing a lot of success.
Audrey Johnson's collecting data from these vets, hoping to prove what she already suspects, that oxygen and brain stimulation together can change lives.
They have all these wounds and lesions on their brain. So that tissue healing and getting oxygen to that area to heal those cells that are still, able to be healed.
We celebrated Memorial Day a few days ago.
Dr. Joseph Maroon is a neurosurgeon and brain researcher at UPMC Pittsburgh. He's also an Aurelius consultant who sees great promise.
Every day is a Memorial Day for 20 veterans plus or minus who commit suicide due to depression, anxiety, and PTSD. So the question is, what do you do about that?
The private businessmen funding Aurelius hope it is the answer, and they're not charging the veterans in the program.
To try to move the needle with the VA, with our government, and just find a way to accelerate the recovery cycle for these guys before the depression gets too significant and suicides start to take place.
Right now, 11 states provide hyperbaric chambers for veterans battling PTSD. Pennsylvania is not one of them, something advocates here would like to change. In Harrisburg, I'm Dennis Owens.
Quick check on the Insta poll. We asked, do you think President Trump's going too far with the tariff policies? And most of you say yes. Some of you have also shared your thoughts on Facebook. Kim, for example, said, quote, I think he just takes about everything too far. We'll get to more comments later on in the day. 2822 News at 6 begins right now.
The 2822 6 p.m. news starts right now.
It breaks my heart for people who actually have lived through this and suffered.
Classmates speaking out after a Dallas high school grad lies about surviving a mass shooting at his alma mater. Leaders with the school district and the Dallas Township Police Department have confirmed that shooting never happened. 2822 News reporter Amelia Sack is live in studio with more on the story tonight. Amelia?
Nick, at a gun violence survivor rally in Kentucky back in February, Calvin Polachek claims he survived a school shooting in Dallas in 2017. As we reported and confirmed yesterday, the event he described never happened. One of Polachek's former classmates who served alongside him on student council says she was stunned when she heard his story.
At first, I was extremely shocked and didn't really know what to think about it.
Courtney Moss says she was in disbelief when she saw the video of Calvin Polachek sharing his fake story about how he lost his best friend, his brother, and 9 classmates in a Dallas school shooting back in 2017. She discovered the footage earlier this week.
Now, even 2 days later, I'm still in complete disbelief on how someone can take such a huge tragedy that so many people go through, not even just around the country, but even around the world, all the mass shootings, and lie about it and say that he survived one when he didn't.
The group who organized the rally, Every Town for Gun Safety, says Polachek is not an active member and lied to volunteers to be a part of the rally. Moss says these false claims hurt real victims and survivors of tragedy.
It breaks my heart for people who actually have lived through this and suffer through this every single day, reliving the worst day of their lives, just for someone to go and to lie about an experience with it. It's just wrong.
A representative from Every Town for Gun Safety tells 2822 News they will work to make sure that what happened at their rally in Kentucky never happens again. We reached out to the University of Louisville, where Polachek is currently a graduate student. A representative there confirmed his enrollment and said that they are aware of the allegations against him. Our attempts to reach Calvin have been unsuccessful. Nick?
The outcry well understood for sure. All right, Amelia, thank you. A woman from Luzerne County is headed to court for possible trial on charges that she assaulted and severely injured her 4-month-old son. 20-year-old Jasmine Clapper is accused of assaulting the infant during an argument last November with the baby's father. Our I-Team's Andy Mahalchik is working the story, and he's live out of Wilkes-Barre with the latest on the case today. Andy?
Well, good evening, Nick. Jasmine Clapper waived all charges on to Luzerne County Court, where she could stand trial by the end of the year. Those charges include child endangerment and assault, again involving her own 4-month-old son. Meanwhile, the family of the baby tells me that every single day they think about what could have happened. Now, Clapper was arrested last March by the Wright Township Police Department. That's in Mountaintop. In fact, they traveled to Tennessee to take her into custody. She was living there at the time. Investigators say Clapper assaulted her 4-month-old son at the Mountaintop home during a violent argument with the baby's father. Now, according to family members who were there at the time, Clapper grabbed the child, who was in a sound sleep, out of his crib and threw him down on a bed. At one point, she allegedly threw the infant at the father. The baby suffered a fractured skull, brain bleed, a broken finger, and a broken heel. Now, the baby's grandmother and father came to court today. They say they witnessed the assault, and they just want justice for the baby. They also hope that other families could learn something from their tragic situation.
No family should ever have to go through a situation like this and be worried, about, oh, well, this doesn't seem right, or that seems off, or if there is a doubt, call someone.
Now, the family says the baby, who is now 10 months old, is doing fine. They describe him as healthy and happy. Again, as for Clapper, she could stand trial by the end of the year here at Luzerne County Courthouse. Now, you can see all of our reports on this ongoing case on our website, pahomepage.com. Reporting live for the I-Team at Luzerne County Courthouse in Wilkes-Barre, Andy Mahalshy, 2822 News. Nick, back to you.
Andy, thanks for the update. Well, hey, the sun came out this afternoon. Haven't said that in a while, right? Hope that's a sign of things to come, perhaps. Future Alert Chief Meteorologist Josh Odell joins us on the roof. Hey, Josh.
Hello there, Nick. Wonderful on this roof right now. Sunny, a nice breeze, looking good. If you're just coming home from work and you want to spend a little bit of time outside, take advantage of it. It could be a good opportunity to mow the lawn before more rain comes. So sunny here on the roof. Let me show you what's going on with our live camera as we look at the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Airport. Lots of sun here too. 71, wind southwest, dew points in the mid-50s, so a little humidity. Williamsport 73. Hazleton 66, 70 in Stroudsburg. It's in the 60s for most of the Poconos. The radar is pretty quiet, but we are tracking more rain. Nick, that part of the forecast, I'll see you downstairs in about 15 minutes.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Josh. Lackawanna County's credit rating has taken a hit. The credit rating agency has downgraded the country's rating, but not without a bit of good news. 2822's Catherine O'Leary has more on what it could mean for county taxpayers and how the administration is responding.
This downgrade is a direct result of the financial crisis that the county faced last year. But analysts say recent financial corrections are starting to stabilize things. The credit rating agency says Lackawanna County's finances were out of balance for years, with a steep decline in 2023 that forced emergency borrowing. But the 2025 budget brought in tax hikes, spending cuts, and tighter oversight, all changes that helped shift the county's outlook from negative to stable.
The outlook usually in the past had been negative, and when you get a negative outlook, that's not good at all. So the silver lining in all this is that the county is finally, after years of mismanagement, on stable financial footing, and that's because we actually did the hard work last year, made the difficult decisions, and put ourselves on the path to turning this county around financially.
Gahan says they don't plan to borrow any additional money, so this credit downgrade shouldn't directly affect taxpayers. Reporting in Scranton, Catherine O'Leary, 2822 News.
A warning tonight about a new scam targeting your phone. It's coming from the Administration Office of Pennsylvania courts. Now, the courts say fake text messages are circulating, claiming you might owe a traffic fine and it must be paid through a bogus website. Now, the messages mimic the state's court system and threaten license suspension or legal action. But court officials say they never send payment requests by text or call. Anyone who gets one should report it to police or the state attorney general's office. Some bad news for thousands of Pennsylvania seniors. Area agencies of aging will get fewer farmers markets vouchers this year and get them later than expected. State officials say the Trump administration has only released part of the funding Congress has approved, forcing agencies to slash their distribution by more than 25%. The vouchers help low-income residents over 60 buy fresh food from local farmers and support nearly 1,000 farms statewide. Voucher distribution in Lackawanna County, though, is still set to begin at 9 a.m. June 17th at Merle-Sarnoski Park in Greenfield Township. We may soon be saying goodbye to those single-use plastic bags. They're already gone in a lot of major cities across the Commonwealth, but now that may be spreading statewide. We'll break down some new legislation for you. Also, the effort to keep a major steel company in the Commonwealth. We'll tell you what the governor is saying about the deal with U.S. Steel.
Woodlook waterproof flooring. And Giant Floor has the largest in-stock supply in the market.
A Giant supply.
Your local flooring experts at Giant Floor will have the look and style you're looking for, starting at only $1.99 a square foot.
Waterproof flooring for only $1.99 at Giant Floor.
Selection, price, free same-day estimates, and expert installation.
Waterproof flooring for only $1.99.
Okay, they heard you, buddy.
I got carried away. I love this guy.
Come see us today
in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, and Martinsville.
Are you age 55 or older, unemployed, and looking for a job? The Mature Worker Program helps people 55 plus gain valuable experience to obtain employment in today's workforce. Earn while you learn. Training is at no cost to you. To see if you qualify and meet the program's guidelines, please call the Mature Worker Program, sponsored by the Area Agency on Aging.
Rooftop Weather is brought to you by Anzalone and Doyle. Same great team, same great results.
Some new legislation could ban